at Midnight Madness for the novice as the gateway drug to the festival experience.
When the sun goes down and the clock strikes 12, it's prime time for Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. It's quarter to 12. I just got a strange feeling. Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. It's Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Yeah. Yeah. Got this Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness. Midnight Caught in the middle of Midnight Madness.
You got the Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show, where it's always sunny and 82 degrees. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Good morning. Sunny, 82 degrees here live at the Last Chance Saloon, Morrison, Tennessee. Today it's a wet, sunny kind of
Wet,
day.
sunny.
It's a wet, sunny day. There's your next line and your big hit, Jason.
There you
Wet,
go.
sunny day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we want to welcome you. I am Mark, the DJ Doctor, joined to my extreme left, the one, the only.
Thank God.
Oh, you ain't lying. The hillbilly heartthrob himself, Mr. Jason Adams. How you doing, Jason?
I'm beautiful today.
And just thank God we're on radio.
I've got the face for radio. And
Yes.
the body to go with it.
Yes. Oh boy. Boy. Like an Adonis, you are. That's what you are. Man in the control down at the Homeland Studio. I think he's next to Houston.
Houston, we have a problem.
I think Pulaski, Indiana is next to Houston. Brian, the IT guru genius. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Anything new and exciting going on your way, Brian? You get storms down there?
Oh yeah, we always get storms down here. It's always, 77.8 degrees and semi-sunny here, unlike your fantastic part of the world. It's always 78 degrees and sunny and whatever else.
Something like that, yes. Yes. Well, we're glad you're not blown away. It is rainy. It's been very wet the last 2 days. There are a lot of flood warnings out there. So if you're in the Nashville area, especially right there near Nashville, please be careful. There's flash flood warnings out for the rest of the night. But thank God it's a rainy day, but it's not a tornadic Tuesday like it has been, two or three times already in the past couple of months. So we're safe. We're sitting in where it's nice and dry. Come on down to the Last Chance Saloon in Morrison, Tennessee, 8144 McMinnville Highway. Come on down, get yourself a nice cold one, 50-cent wings, play pool, have some fun. But most importantly, come down and check out our guests performing. I'm going to let Jason introduce our new artist because he can actually say her name this week.
That's right. I can say her name this week. Before we do, I'm going to go ahead and shoot out the number so we have anybody can call in and talk
Shoot
to
out
her.
the number.
I'm going to shoot it right out there.
All right.
845-584-1067.
Again?
845-584-1067.
Now in your best Sammy Davis Jr. voice. No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thought I'd try, but
Anybody could call in and talk to our guest, Miss Erica Bryan.
Hey guys.
how you doing, Erica?
I do have a question. If I write a song called Midnight Madness, will it get thrown into the prelude music?
The list, it's very, very hard to break that chain and that list. You got to be elite. But yeah, I'm sure you can do that.
All right, that's my new goal.
All right. Brian done a great job on that opening little montage of great Midnight Madness songs. I didn't know there was that many songs out there with Midnight Madness.
I don't.
You know, and I don't think there was. I think they all performed that just for our show.
You might be right.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I am, but it's nice to think once in a while. So, Erica, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Just,
Good.
Braving the Tennessee weather every day. I mean, the tornado warnings have been crazy. Like, I come home and our grill is just, like, turned over on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No grilling tonight.
No grilling.
No grilling tonight. There's your next song.
There you go. Yeah.
Isn't that like no sugar tonight? No coffee with my tea. Anyways, yeah, sorry. I'm just grasping the straws there. But we're glad you braved the weather to come down here. This is your second time on the show with us.
It is.
Last time
Thank
you and
you
your
guys
husband
for
was
bringing
here.
me back.
Well, that just shows you're just up for punishment.
And she's already booked for another one coming up, too.
Awesome. She came prepared. She's got a guitar case. She's got a guitar, a ukulele. She got her POP merchandise over there with her name in it and stuff. This young lady is prepared. I like that.
Last time I forgot my CDs. So this time I was like, I will bring them.
She's got her
I will be
CDs.
ready.
So, see, that's a good way to run down to the Last Chance Saloon, buy Erica's CDs. You got to come down and get them.
Once you hear her sing, you're going to want to buy one anyhow.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. So let's just not even hesitate anymore. Let's just get Erica to get up there and sing a song. What would you like to sing for us right off the bat?
Sure. Well, I know I have some repeat listeners who listened last time, so I promised that I would kind of switch it up and play some songs that I don't always play at every show. So this is kind of an older one that I'm going to start off with called Drive. And it was when I moved to Nashville, I wrote this song, and it was kind of my transition of kind of floating around and being a gypsy to, kind of becoming an adult. And I just did not want to make adult decisions or pay taxes. And so I wrote this song about driving away from your problems, because when you become an adult, that's just what you got to do.
All right.
Overrun with all the thinking I've done. How far to go from where I've come, and I'm tired of thinking at all. Need a really long vacation from my big life decisions today. I'll leave it all unsolved. Just drive away from life towards who knows where. Drive, no rear view mirror, backward stare. Drive, gonna drive till I drive back to me. Spent a lot of time calculating when I could have been cultivating a lasting love like ours could have been. You moved on and now I'm alone. You left me staring at the phone. Gonna need the road to heal these scars. Just drive away from life towards who knows where. Drive, no rear view mirror, backward stare. Drive, gonna drive till I drive back to the path may wind. Might be uphill, might be a journey. I'll find my way back to me, back to me. Drive away from life towards who knows where. Drive, no rear view mirror, backward stare. Drive, gonna drive till I drive back to. Drive away from life towards who knows where. Drive. Drive till I drive back to me. Back to me.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. We want to thank Chris at heatfm.com out there, heatfmmusic.com. Thank you for making us part of your show out there. So, Erica, I don't know if the last time you were on, if we had the new radio station help promoting us, pushing our stuff.
I think you were just transitioning, so this has been a really exciting time.
Yeah, we want to thank Chris out there for doing that. So we're probably going to go back and hit some of the same old topics as we did maybe the last time, because we got new listeners as well as current listeners, so we don't want to bore them and go over the same questions we did last time. But how about where did you come from originally, so we just kind of get an idea of where you're from?
Sure. So that's always a hard question because my parents started off in the Army, so I was born in Germany.
Right.
But then we moved to America, and my dad got a job. And then with his job outside of the Army, we just moved around a lot. So I lived in 9 different states by the time I was 12. But I spent the longest time outside of Atlanta in Roswell, Georgia. So I kind of identify with the South, although I feel like I've kind of been around the world. Right.
Well, yeah, you have. Yeah, the Army kids are always the toughest ones to ask those questions because they've been everywhere. But you get to stay most of your high school in one spot, did you?
Yes, yeah. So that was nice because I was kind of tired of always uprooting. But then I decided to be a musician, so I went back to
Same thing, yeah. Why have a house? Just move, just travel every 6 weeks, go somewhere, wherever someone can put you up. But how old were you when you started getting into the music scene?
Well, my mom kind of started me out in theater and musical theater, so I did that starting from when I was 8. But then my parents brought me to Nashville when I was 12 just to kind of see what it was like. And when I moved to Georgia, that was the first time I'd ever heard country music because country is more widely spread now. But, 10 years ago, I don't want to give away my age or anything, but I mean, it was not everywhere. It was only in the South. And so that's when I first heard it, and I became captivated by it. So they brought me to Nashville, and I sang karaoke, and I got a little CD that they made from singing Shania Twain. You're the only one. Is that the song?
She was looking at me when she said that.
Yeah. Because she knew you knew song titles. That's why she was.
You're the one that I want, or something like that. But anyway, I played that on repeat. I was like, I'm so famous. I have a CD. So that's kind of where it started. But as I pursued music, I went further into musical theater, and I moved to New York City to audition, and traveled with shows around the country. And then I kind of got a little burnt out on that lifestyle. So I just decided to move to Nashville and kind of turn over a new leaf. So I went back to my music and country roots. And
excellent.
That's where I am now.
Excellent. So you kind of paid your dues in a lot of different areas in entertainment, music theater, and anything big production that you were in that you were involved when you traveled? Anything we would recognize?
Probably nothing you could recognize as far as my touring shows, because a lot of those were original musicals.
All right.
But I liked playing Maria and The Sound of Music, so you might know that. I played a lot of the ingenue, which I was kind of bored with that because I always wanted to play the bad character, But everyone always was like, no, she's got to be sweet and innocent.
So you were trying to get your alter ego thing going on there,
That's
but they wouldn't allow you to do it.
And, that might be where Erica Bryan came from. Not that Erica Bryan's like this crazy, evil person, but I definitely...
We can ask your husband.
Yeah.
I might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But definitely in all my, songs and in my photo shoots and kind of the concepts, I was a little darker than I would say I normally am, in real life. So maybe that's how I live it out.
Yeah. For those of you, again, we are on internet radio, so we're not able to have video yet. Someday when we can get the internet service a little stronger here, we will do video. But all Erica has done since she's been here is smile.
Right.
Just happy. She's a happy young lady.
I have that effect on people.
It's Jason.
Yeah, it's Jason, all right. It's like, when's this show over? We can run. But she's just been happy. Even when she sings her songs, she's always smiling in her delivery and so on. So, guitar work, did that come later in life? Did you play guitar early?
No, that came when I moved to Nashville. I played the piano starting from the age of 8, but I got tired of lugging my piano around to shows. So I started with the ukulele, and I was like, I'm going to learn this. And then I kind of, revved myself up to learn guitar.
Right.
So that's only been probably in the past 2 or 3 years.
And she's already better than me.
I wasn't going to say it, but that's all right. Now, the ukulele is a really cool instrument. It's gained popularity in the last 5-8 years, at least here in the South. At the music store we teach ukulele lessons there, and it's interesting how young girls come in with the ukulele and go, I want to learn the ukulele in the style of the Beatles or in the style of bluegrass. It can be such a versatile instrument that I never even thought about. But you got a ukulele there, so we're looking forward to hearing you bust out some non-Tiny Tim stuff. So.
Yeah, I really like the timbre it adds because, you have the mandolin to kind of play those high notes, but the ukulele can do that too if you don't, have one in your band. So I like that.
You don't have one in your band, Jason.
I don't.
Do you
right
need
there.
me?
Oh, there you are.
Yes, we do, Erica.
I'm up for hire or free.
Did she say free?
You're in!
What are you doing next Saturday? Can you meet here? And do you mind lugging big gear? Okay. So.
Just don't make me bring up that bass amp.
Yeah. But, well, good. Now, are you playing a lot? Are you getting out, getting some exposure? And if so, where are you playing at?
So I have a couple shows coming up. I've got the Country Living Fair, which I'm really excited to be playing this coming weekend.
Okay.
It's in Lebanon, Tennessee, and I'll be playing 4 hours that weekend. I think they had people cancel, so I just kept taking slots.
That'll work.
And then I'll be in Atlanta for an art festival in Dunwoody, so I'm excited about that.
Well, that's good. That's good. Why don't you put another song on the mix there, and then we'll holler at you some more.
All right, well, why don't I play the ukulele since, we called it out.
It's sitting there wanting to be played. You can see it. It's trembling. The play-by-play. Erica has picked up the ukulele from the chair. She's adjusted the tuner. She's ready to go.
It works. All right, so this song is really special to me because I wrote it as a surprise for my husband's first and I's first dance. Not just his first dance, but I was there too, dancing. And he didn't know it was coming, and it was super secretive because I had it recorded. I didn't want to perform it live because I thought that would be too emotional.
I was going to ask how you performed it and danced at the same time.
Right? So yeah, I recorded it kind of secretly at my friend's studio, and I'd always tell him, I just got to keep writing this song. It's just not coming together. But, we did 5 sessions to get it all together, and he's like, man, what kind of song is this that you can't write in 5 sessions? But then I played it for him, and I think he loved it. Hopefully. He says he does, so we'll see.
I'm sure he does. But if you're listening, when she gets home, say, I love that song, honey. That's my favorite song of all time.
And this is called Come Home to You because that was just the thing I was so excited about to get married was that, we didn't have to go home to separate places. Just at the end of the day, I could come back to the person that I loved. So here it is. Been a rough day, well, a rough week. Headed home alone to put up my feet. Telling my glass of wine it'll be just fine, but I wanna come home to you. I'm dreaming of matching coffee cups, waking up next to the man I love. It might be a while till we can live in style, but I wanna come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. bringing home Barbies and Transformer trucks. And those endless nights we'll spend breaking up fights, but I'll still wanna come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. When your memory fades and my hair turns gray, rocking the rocking chairs at the old folks' place. No mystery left and no words unsaid. I'll still wanna come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Ooh, come home to you. Come home to you.
Beautiful song. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Again, smiling all the way through it.
I think she's thinking about the end of the show.
Yes.
That's why she's smiling.
Great song. Do you write stuff like that normally that you are going through every day, or how do you get your songwriting process? Do you go, well, today I'm going to write a song about world peace or coming home to my husband? Do you have those pre-thoughts ahead of time, or you just sit down and it just starts flowing naturally?
Yes, I definitely don't say it flows. I mean, there's those like moments that it strikes you, but I definitely kind of have to stew on an idea for a little while before it starts flowing. But I also attribute a lot of my acting past to being able to maybe not have gone through something, but I feel like I can imagine what it would be like to go through something through that acting training, and then I can kind of write from that perspective. So I find that as a little unique, but I usually write from my personal experience. That's where I feel like my most powerful songs come from something I've personally been through.
Yeah,
So she's writing country music.
basically.
That's right.
Yeah, the style, yeah. Back to your musical theater, what was the hardest character you had to play? What was the toughest one that you had to get in character for?
Well, it was this original musical I was in, and the character found out she was adopted after like 20 years of not knowing that she wasn't adopted. And so I think the most challenging part was because I did a 6-month run of that show, that every night I had to re-find out that I was adopted. And so that was the most challenging thing. And then probably with music too, is when you're doing the same things over and over, you have to figure out how to keep it fresh because the audience you're playing for hasn't heard it over and over.
Right.
So that's always the challenge. And that was definitely the challenge with that character as well, because that was a very heavy moment and something, you really had to feel to convince the audience that you actually believed that that happened.
Oh, yeah. Now, how old were you when you got into music theater? You were a young girl then, right?
Yes, I majored in it in college, so I
Oh,
was, 22 when I started doing it
That was
professionally.
only a year ago.
I wouldn't have thought she was 22 now.
Yeah, guys, I just turned 23.
Yeah. Well, I looked at her and go, did somebody card her before she walked in? So you actually started music theater a little later then in life, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I did 4 years of college first.
Yeah. Okay.
I did stuff in the summers too.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Are you living in Nashville now, currently? Is that where you're doing, or you're outside of Nashville?
Yes, I've been living in the heart of Nashville, but I actually recently moved to kind of the burbs.
Right.
Because when I moved to Nashville, I thought it was going to be like cows and like country, because I was coming from New York City. So
Right.
I pictured Nashville to be like homey, but then I realized that Nashville's just trying to be New York City. So then
But warmer.
Yeah. But not by much.
Yeah.
And so now I've just recently moved outside in the outskirts in this place called Cane Ridge, where there actually are cows, and I feel like I'm living in the Tennessee I had always imagined.
Okay. Now, do you play Nashville as much as you can? Do you do little songwriter markets up there? Yeah.
Yeah, mostly kind of like this, radio shows or different interview kind of things. Because I don't really want to lose money.
Right.
And you don't really get paid to play there because everyone will play for free. So,
Right.
And it's a lot of playing for your friends and playing for the industry. There's not like new fans to hear your music there. Really.
Right. Now, do you have stuff already pre-recorded? You got MP3s, EPKs, anything like that?
Yes, I have an EP that
Right.
I have here today, and that is available for download and streaming. And
Tell them how they would get that.
so you can go anywhere you can download music legally, probably illegally too. But
You don't want that.
I'm not sure if Napster's still around. But yes, you can go to iTunes, you can go to Apple Music, Spotify, all the things, Google Play, and especially my website, ericabryan.com, can kind of be a hub to lead you to anywhere you would want to go to know about me. So check that
Now,
out.
do you have the dates and stuff you're playing on the website as well so people can follow you and know where you're going?
Yes, I have a tour section and a music section, and it's
have
all
stalkers.
fancy. I could have stalkers.
And the stalker section, yeah.
Yeah, there's a stalker
That's
section.
on the fifth
yeah.
page. Yeah.
And I'm very active on Twitter, so come follow
That's
me.
something I've never done. I've never twitted.
I keep thinking about trying to do that. I got my own Twitter page thing, and I think I got like
can
5
see you
people
as a
following
tweet.
me. Yeah, I'm not a tweety. I'm not. I don't know. But I mean, it worked for Trump. It got him elected president. You know, that was a big part of it. But
I have a hard enough time with Facebook.
I don't even get on Facebook hardly anymore. I'm just so
back to MySpace.
I'm just so burned out. Yeah, MySpace. We were just talking about MySpace and Blackberry Smoke. I followed them when MySpace was popular, when they just first started. So, but so you tweet. So do you get a lot of response off tweets? Do you get more social media tweeting or Facebooking?
Well, I don't think so. Facebook, when you have a music page, the algorithms block you more because
Right.
they want you to pay to promote your post.
Right.
So I would say Twitter, I get more free interaction, whereas Facebook, if I really want something to get a lot of hits, I've got to supplement it with money.
Right.
Essentially.
Like Mark needs more money, you know. Yeah.
Right.
Poor guy.
I could use some too.
I hear you. I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg, but he was on Facebook or on TV today talking about the Facebook, trying to make it more safe after the incident.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, they got that guy today.
Really.
Yeah. There's Jason getting panicked on live on the air. Bob walked over, tapped him on the shoulder, and
Bob.
Jason had a heart attack. At least he didn't swear this time. Jason's the jumpiest guy you ever saw in your life.
Really.
Yes. You must have done something bad in the
Your
previous
wife
life.
loves to startle me and see how far I can jump and run in place.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. I was waiting for her to be right behind me with a skillet. But anyways. Well, good. So now, your husband's not here tonight. You said you got him home doing domestic goddess work, right?
That's right. Hopefully he's listening. Hi, Billy.
No, Billy, you're not listening. You're over there scrubbing dishes and folding iron stuff. So,
And we just got a new puppy, so he's also looking after the puppy.
what kind of dog do you get?
It's a golden doodle, and
A
it's really
golden
cute.
doodle.
But it's definitely very active. So it's not like you can just leave him laying around all the time. He wants to be playing at all times.
Is this a poodle and a golden retriever?
That's it. You
How
nailed
in
it.
the world? I don't even want to imagine. Well, what's this dog look like?
He looks like
Like
a
a
teddy
dog.
bear. You know, like an old, worn,
Uh-huh.
kind of yellow teddy bear. That's what he looks like. And
Wow.
he's my real life teddy bear.
So is he a small dog?
He's a medium size, so he's about 40 pounds. They
Oh, okay.
make them in like 20 pounds, and they also make them to 100 pounds, so you never know where you
Golden
could get.
doodle. That's just wrong. I actually seen a dachshund and a German Shepherd puppy
Oh, wow.
right here in Manchester about 20 years ago. It looked like a full-grown German Shepherd, but it was like built low to the ground. Like it only had half its legs. It had a really long body, It's one of the strangest dogs I ever saw in my life, and I don't know what you would call it, but it was pretty cool looking.
That is cool.
I thought you were going to say, it's crazy. Any words of advice you have for young ladies or guys that are trying to do what you do? You come across some stumbling blocks in this business. Any kind of words of advice?
Yeah, I think be patient, because I think you roll into town and want to release your EP immediately, but there's a lot of learning and a learning curve that happens when you get here. So you don't want to release the first music that you ever wrote. Like,
Right.
won't even talk about the first songs I ever wrote because I had so much learning to
You
do.
sound like me.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think people get anxious to get here and they just want to be the next Garth Brooks or Reba McEntire right off the bat. And again, you got to pay your dues. You got to learn the system. Nashville wants certain particulars, and it takes a while for you to learn what Nashville wants. Not what you want, but what Nashville wants. So it's a tough business. It's not just Nashville. I mean, you go to the music scene in Chicago or New York, and it's the same way. You got to learn what works for the New York people. How do I get my name out there, and what do I do? Randy Fincham, our own Randy Fincham, talks about many a time where he came to Nashville and he just worked song after song and then tried to push it to publishers and just got turned down and brutally turned down, and finally realized they're looking for something. I got to slow down and figure out what are the people looking for. What are people buying? What are people listening to? Find out what you do that's better than everyone else out there, and that
I
people
look
buy
better.
it. What's that?
I look better.
Oh, man.
Thanks for laughing, Eric.
That's what he's got.
The show was going so good until that part. But any other instruments you play? I mean, you got the guitar, you got the ukulele. You said you played piano a little bit.
Yes, I think we've hit my arsenal of instruments.
That's it?
Maybe
Those three.
maraca.
Maraca? I bet you play a mean tambourine.
I want to go back for a second.
Back.
We're
Way
talking
back.
about some of your first songs that you don't talk about. Now, when you go home, where you call home, do you have old friends? Those are the ones that always get requested when I go home. Play this one. No, I've written some better stuff since then. No, play this one. No. You have that same issue?
Yeah, I definitely have ones that like my parents like more than what I feel like is my mainstream stuff. So yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I'm like, well, old people like this song.
Yeah, well, I got a friend every time I go back to Michigan that requests me to play a song that I wrote when I was 17 for a girl at the time. But I'm going to change the lyrics though.
Change the name. Yeah, that's all you have to do.
But I think my parents are listening, and if you are, you're really young to me.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
she's
right.
kissing everybody's butt.
That's what I learned you have to do in Nashville.
Well, there's the other part of that, the reality side. Well, the list is long, but well, good. Have you had a chance to really network with some people in Nashville and the surrounding area, different co-writers or songwriters or people that's been there? Have you had a chance to do that yet?
Yes. Well, when I first moved here, a couple months in, I got recruited to be in this movie, and it was going to star like some country singers. And so I got a lot of co-writes because of that movie, and the movie ended up falling through, but I'm just really happy that they at least wanted to write with me. I don't have as much leverage anymore, but that's when I kind of learned you have to have something to offer to get, the best rights, which is kind of sad. You just wish people would believe in you, but they really like status and hoping that you can take them somewhere.
Right.
It's only taken me almost 10 years to start getting these better writers to want to write with me.
Well,
That's because I'm stalking them.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
The police
Write
have
with me
been-
and I'll leave. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Work with me and I'll
What am
leave.
I gonna write?
Yes.
Well, Erica, why don't we do another song here real quick for us? Whatever instrument you plan. Looks like she's grabbing the guitar. She's pulling out the Breed Love out of her car case, and she's got her capo. So how do you like your Breed Love?
I really like it. I just feel that sometimes sound engineers don't know how to treat it because I think it has some deep tones as well as high tones. But whenever I play it live and I'm not controlling the sound, not here though, y'all are doing great.
Yeah, a lot of these guys suck. Not you guys.
But really, this is sounding
Wait,
better.
what was that, Brian?
But a lot of people just turn up the high part really loud, and so I can't even stand hearing it sometimes. So I tried to buy a DI to try to circumvent them, with an EQ, but luckily Bryan's here, being the master.
Yeah, Bryan is a genius, and Bryan has the ear for that. That's what it takes. All you people out there watching these TV commercials that says, you want to be a sound engineer, it's easy. If you love music, no, it's not easy. It's not like that. You got to know what you're doing, and you got to love music, and you got to have an ear for it. A lot of those places are just wanting your money, your down payment, your tuition.
Yeah.
There's a billion sound engineers in Nashville. There's about 5 that are really good.
Yes, I have learned that the hard way, unfortunately.
Yeah. So all you people out there trying to get your record cut, trying to get someone to produce it and publish it and all that, you gotta find the people that really know what they're doing, that are out for the song, and not to try to get your paycheck. So yeah, Erica is exactly right. I know so many that just flatline the EQ and go. And Bryan will be the first one to tell you. Bryan's on his end right now. We got 3 mixes. We got the studio mix here. We got the monitor mix for you. But then he has the radio broadcast. And that's all totally different from what you hear. So when you go back, listen to the archives, listen to your guitar, tell us what you thought of your guitar when you listen to it on the archives.
I promise you it sounds better on the air than here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
That's awesome.
I even look better on the air.
Sounds better there.
What's that, Bryan?
I've never looked better on this show.
Sounds better there.
Sounds better there, probably.
No, because I'm the sound man here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, go ahead and play us a song. What would you like to play?
All right. Well, this came during, my movie days. And
Or movie
my
days.
movie days, the movie that never happened. And I came to this right, and I, was just trying to think of something super kind of emotional to me that really, made me feel deeply. And this emotion was anger. Mm-hmm. And so I just was thinking about this guy who was always like cheating on people and was, trying to lead me on and trying to lead my friend on. And I was like, this guy must be the devil. And so we wrote a song called Devil Number 3. You said everything and you said it right. And for once I didn't think about it twice. When you said it, I believed it 'cause it sounded like love. Every moment I was getting in deeper. We were burning like fire, like fever. Was it thinking you falling from above? You were like an angel, got me tangled all in your pretty lies. I was so enamored, caught up in the glamour, couldn't see the other side. But when I look back, I can see that there's a possibility that you might be the devil number 3. Devil number 1 was heaven in a new truck, but he drove too fast for me. Devil number 2 was wearing those tight jeans, but he loved the mirror more than anything. You were like an angel, got me tangled all in your pretty lies. I was so enamored, caught up in the glamour, couldn't see the other side. When I look back, I can see that there's a possibility that you might be the devil number 3. No more dark side damage in disguise. One thing's for sure, there won't be number 4. And you were like an angel, got me tangled all in your pretty lies. I was so enamored, caught up in the glamour, I couldn't see the other side. Look back, I can see that there's a possibility that you might be the devil number 3.
Beautiful.
Great song. Real quick, I guess we got to go to a commercial
No,
break
no,
here.
no, it's not time. I was going to throw the phone number out one more time, though.
All right, before you do that, real quick, a comment on that song. Your musical theatrics took over in that point. There was less smiles in that song until the very last line, last chorus. Then you kind of like, you're getting like, I don't know, where you're getting revenge, so to speak. You're getting, so you're smiling. Well, your eyes was telling the story on that one. The way you were looking, the way you held your eyes, you're like, you know, you had something to say about that. So that one there, it felt like you had more emotion in that one.
I must really believe he's the devil.
Yeah, apparently, because your face took over on
I
that
like
one.
that line, there won't be devil number 4 because she married him.
She loves you, Billy. She's coming home to you, as long as you get the ironing done.
I'm going to shoot that number out one more time, and then maybe her husband will call in.
Yes, come on, Billy.
845-584-1067. Again. 845-584-1067. Operators are standing.
Bye. So, well, good. What's your goal? What's your plan? What do you want to do with music? Where do you want to go from your 5-year plan from here?
Well, I really want someone to help pay for all that is involved. Because right now, it's coming out of my pocket. You know, I've got to pay for the recording of my EP. I've got to... Oh, do we have a call?
Hello?
Thank you for calling WFOCJams.com Midnight Madness Show. Who are we talking to? Apparently,
Like a well-oiled machine. There it is.
devil number 3.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, this is John and Pat Mims.
Oh, hey, how are you guys? These are my godparents.
Oh,
How
awesome.
are you doing, Erica?
Good, how are you?
Wonderful. Love your show. Love your singing on.
Thank you. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, we're listening. We've known you since Germany days.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
What was I like then?
Well, you were a baby then.
Oh, spitting up.
But we've also seen you a number of times through the years as you grew up. You know that.
Yes, definitely.
So what town are you calling from?
You were phenomenal, hon, always.
Thank you.
Now, I can't get to where you're at. How do I get one of your CDs?
I'll send you one for sure.
It'll only cost you
Fantastic,
$300.
hon. We love you so much.
Love you too. Thank
Here's
you.
Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Great, Erica. That'd be great, hon.
Thank you. Thank you guys for calling in.
We're very excited for you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Hi, hon.
Maybe another phone call coming in.
We're very proud of you, Erica.
Aw, thank you.
Well, Pat, we
Sure.
appreciate you calling
Bye-bye.
in and supporting her.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you for calling the Midnight Madness Show. Who are we speaking to?
Jack, Morris County.
Hey, Jack, how's it going?
Oh, hi, Erica. I'm well, thank you.
Jack's calling from California.
Jack, you're in California right now?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead and ask Erica anything you want. Say hey to her.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say, Erica, that I really love your music, and it's an honor to speak with you right now.
Aw, thank you, Jack. Jack's been awesome. He's been one of my biggest supporters and helped me go through life and all the ups and downs. So thank you, Jack.
Well, Jack, where did you meet Erica at? How long have you been knowing Erica?
Well, a couple years. Ever since ever since I've heard This House is Haunted.
Okay, awesome.
I love that song.
Yes, that's great. Well, I'm glad that reached you all the way in California. That's so awesome.
So, thank you for making your music, and I love it.
Aw, thank you, Jack. Thanks for all your support.
All right, we appreciate it, Jack. Thanks for calling.
My pleasure.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Any other callers out there want to give Erica a call? Just give us a buzz. It's nice. We heard from Jack all the way in California. Where was Pat and her husband from?
They're in South Carolina, I
South
believe.
Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So coast to coast.
That's right.
Now, do we have any? We have usually Randy and them has listeners from Brazil. Do we have any Brazil listeners out there? Thank you for calling the Midnight Madness Show. This is Mark. How can I help you? Hello? Apparently they didn't pick up all the way through. So if you're trying to call, talk to... There we are.
go.
Thank you for calling the Midnight Madness Show. Who are we talking to?
Oh, you're talking to Billy.
Hey, Billy, how you doing?
We were just talking bad about you.
Hey.
He knows better than that. He's
I heard
listening.
that. That's why I'm calling to talk to you about you talking bad about me.
Just to let you know, only 50% of us were talking bad about you. I said nothing but good things.
The song Devil Number 3 was not about you.
Well, I put down the iron for a few minutes to step away and make a phone call.
Poor Billy.
I hope everything's starched when I get home.
She likes a medium starch.
Starchy.
Well, Billy, we do miss you tonight.
We do. I wish you were here.
So
I know, I do too. Unfortunately, traffic was not cooperating with me when I got out of work with all the weather and everything.
Right.
All my songs are boring without a drum beat.
See, and I like
Well,
that.
next time, I'll have to be there.
I like that when she says that because we drummers got to stick together. So that's why I kept talking good about you.
That's right.
No matter what these evil guitar players say.
There's drummers and then there's real musicians.
Right. Right.
I do get jealous though because when we have shows coming up, like I'm practicing like crazy, you know, because especially with a guitar, you can lose your bar chord muscles in a second.
Mhm.
And Billy's always like, "Oh, I'll just feel it."
He's a drummer. We talked about that when he was on the show. So Billy, how often do you practice today on your? You play a cajon and a regular kit too, right?
I do, yeah.
About how much?
I mean, it depends on life and what I've got going on.
Right.
I honestly don't get to practice as much as I'd like to.
I think that's what happens to a lot of us too, and it's a hard thing to do. But
You can't all be perfect like me.
years ago, it was 4 to 6 hours a day, and now it's maybe 6 to 8 hours a week. I get to if on a week that I'm not playing, I might get 8 hours worth of practice in. So
Yeah.
you
Back in the college days, I was with you 4 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah. Yep. Well, good. So things going well for you? Are you writing songs yourself? Are you helping Erica write some new stuff?
I pitch in here and there with a lyric, but she's way better at it than I am.
Billy makes us sound better with his beats and stuff. Or he'll be like, I really think this should be in 6/8. And it really makes a huge difference when
Right.
he, kind of changes it up so it's not always just 4/4 all the time.
Yep.
And
Now, Billy, how long you been playing percussion?
Yeah, I help her with the rhythmic inspiration.
Yeah, how long you been playing percussion?
I started when I was in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So
4 years
that
for him.
was a long time ago.
So you got quite a few years of experience, and I'm not saying you're old, but I mean 6th grade. If you're 22, 23, like Erica was talking about, you still got a lot of playing time underneath your belt. So
Yeah, exactly. I married younger too, so I'm a little bit older than her, a few years.
okay, a few years, and she's smiling. She's all proud of that. But now, are you playing with anybody else? Do you get a chance to go out and do jam nights or anything?
Not on a regular basis. Primarily Erica, but
I keep him
I'm always
pretty busy.
open to playing with other people. Yeah, she keeps me busy.
Now, you guys, if you're not doing anything on Thursday nights, we have a jam session down here. And Billy, there's a full kit set up here, so you can either bring your cajon and play it or play the kit that's set up here. But you guys can come down anytime. And,
We'll have to come down there for that sometime.
it's 8 to midnight. It's free to the public. We had 23, 24 jammers last time on a Thursday.
That's a lot.
For you people, it also helps. The bar is usually packed because there's free draft beer from 7 to 9.
Really?
Yes, I'm crazy.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to make any money. Let's give the beer away from 7 to 9. Draft beer.
You are crazy.
50-cent wings, yeah. So
That's one way to fill a bar.
it does, and we get a lot of new people, and again the jammers come out, and we have it's a like a double Saturday night in a week. You know, it's a great time. So if you guys can get the chance, come on out here and play. The kit's here. You don't have to bring your kit. You and Erica can do your own thing, or you can sit in and play with everyone else. It's a lot of fun.
We'll definitely have to come check that out.
Excellent. Well, Billy, we'll let you get back. I think I heard the dryer go off.
That's right. I got to tend to the laundry. And
Erica will be home soon. Get
Right when you're finished, I'll be there.
Get that golden doodle or whatever the thing is, cleaned up and put to bed before she gets home.
Oh, that's right. Got to brush his teeth and get his pajamas on.
Yeah. So what do we name this golden doodle?
His name is Luce.
Luce.
It's Italian for light.
For light. Huh.
Some people say, I know you're a singer, because, no one else would name their dog Italian music names.
Yeah. And Billy's like us, most drummers going, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. It's better than dog, So, well, Billy,
Right.
it was nice that you gave a call in to support your wife, and we appreciate you letting her come down here and perform for us.
Hang out with us.
Thanks,
Gladly,
Billy.
and I'll be there with her next time.
Excellent.
We're looking forward to it.
And again, hopefully you get to come down on a jam night some Thursday whenever you're available.
We'll definitely have to do that.
All right, Billy. Well, you take it easy, buddy. And again, I appreciate you calling in.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks. You guys have a good time. Bye.
See, this phone thing does work from time to time, doesn't it?
It does.
It's pretty neat. We got all points in between. We had, South Carolina, right outside of Nashville, and California. So we're all spread out throughout the United States. So it'd be nice to hear from other states. We know there's people in Indiana that are listening, people in Michigan that are listening, people in Texas that are listening. But let's hear out of the United States. Give them that phone number again, Jason, so we can
sure.
get people. I'll kill time for you. I get it. But we ought to
Should have this memorized by now.
We ought to have the number on one of them speakers over there, so we can just look up.
That failed for me last time.
Yeah, I know. It was right in front of you, and you still couldn't get it. But that's all right.
845-584-1067.
So if you'd like to give a holler in and give Erica a pat on the back, that'd be great. What time are we looking at, Jason?
We got time for another song before we do
One more
our
song
commercials.
for a commercial break, so let's do it that. Why don't you go ahead and have Erica play another tune for us?
All right, this one is on my EP. I did a little throwback songs, but this one's on the Jericho EP that you can buy anywhere music can be bought, except Walmart.
Except Walmart.
You'll have to personally get it from me if you want a physical copy.
All right.
This is called Gypsy Life. Beating past, I walk today. Who knows where this will end? Strangers stare with judging eyes. They don't know where I've been. They don't know where I've been. They could see my wetted shoes, storms that I've been through. They would know just what it's like to tread this avenue, to tread this avenue. And I long to feel something that is old. I long to be the one someone can hold. Say goodbye to that gypsy life. I hope that I could settle down watch the seasons change, plant my feet deep in the ground where people know my name, where people know my name. And I long to feel something that is old. I long to be the one someone can hold. Say goodbye to that gypsy life. Say goodbye to that gypsy life.
Great.
Beautiful,
Great
beautiful.
song.
Let's do a commercial. And we'll come back and talk about that song a little bit. So, Brian, if you want to go ahead and take it away.
Can we hear him again today, Brian? We'll make
What
it
do you want
difficult
to hear
for you.
today?
What do you want to hear
taking
today?
requests
I'm
for
taking
commercials
requests
right
for
now.
commercials
Just give us a
right
call.
now. Just give us a call.
Go ahead and play the one for Folk Fest again. That was kind of interesting. Just because I'm in it.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
May 5th through the 7th, Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff wants to invite you to come join us for 3 days of amazing music, vendors, camping, and fun. Stonewood Bluff and Amphitheater is located on Harrison Ferry Mountain in McMinnville, Tennessee, and is the perfect backdrop for great musicians like these.
We did some crazy things. I've been in charge for a crime. Now I'm doing home time. Gonna see you again. But she sure looked good last night. Skimpy little halter top and jeans that fit so tight.
Too many artists to mention, covering music genres like folk, country, bluegrass, Americana, and blues. Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff. Look us up on Facebook. WFMC Jams will be broadcasting the entire event. Contact me, Manda, at 931-259-7940 for more details or discounted weekend passes.
Back to the real entertainment on the Midnight Madness Show. And we don't mean the hillbilly heartthrob.
Big man with the big voice that never lies. He sees all, he knows all.
Right.
That's a good little commercial. Of course, the musical guests that were on that little snippet, Miss Vanessa Hill.
Yes.
Phenomenal artist. Vanessa Hill alone is worth just going to Folk Fest to see.
agree.
She's phenomenal. And then right after that was the one, the only, 6'5", Travis Boland.
Yes.
Alone, just by himself, it would be worth going.
Right.
You got Vanessa and him. And then the anchor of that little snippet, our very own hillbilly heartthrob, Jason the Hillbilly Adams.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the catchiest song, too.
Well, thank you.
That was awesome.
It is a good little tune. It is a good. We played that Saturday night.
Yep.
And we have Bill Mathis from Nightwind was playing with us.
Yes.
And we had Jerry Thomas, who's got a huge, extensive
He knows a few people.
historical knowledge of Southern rock because he grew up with Donnie Van Zant, Ronnie, and all those. He played with us Saturday night. And when you came about your little 300 pounds and that's, he lost it. He looked over you and he started laughing. I was waiting for that line because that was the line that got me when I played it for the first time with you.
How could she stuff 300 pounds into those tiny jeans?
It's a great line, but now you're playing there. There's probably how many more is playing between you three and what?
I know it's
4,
3
5,
days.
6 more.
There's a 3-day event. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
one of the last artists.
Well, they saved the best for last, right?
Right.
That's what we're going to tell you.
Either that or Thanks, Brian.
So, but no, Jason does a great job. He always puts on a fabulous show. I thought Saturday's show.
We're playing again this weekend with Bill at Papa Top Saturday night.
What day?
Saturday night.
What's the date?
I'll have to look again.
It can't be the 28th.
It's not. It's this
All right.
Saturday.
The 22nd.
This Saturday, so it's okay.
22nd.
Yeah, all right.
Remember
Good.
we talked about that when we
Right,
booked
because I
it.
was going to say, I'm on the following weekend, I'm in Gadsden, Alabama.
Right.
And again, for those of you that's in the radio listening to Gadsden, Alabama, it's about 3 hours south of Manchester, Tennessee. There's a big poker run for cancer. There's 7, 8 bands playing at the Gadsden Convention Center. Outdoor show. There is a feed.
You'll be semi-famous again that night.
Yes, I'll be semi-famous that night. We're playing with Mark Herndon from Alabama and the gentleman that plays harp for the Charlie Daniels, and then I'll be with the Charlie Allen and Friends Band. Go down. It's for a great cause. There's lots of food. Take part of it. The money goes toward cancer. If you're anywhere in the area, bring your bike. There is a poker run down there. Let's do what we can for cancer. I lost a mom to cancer. It'll be 9 years coming up in August. So anything you can do for those people, help them out. But it'd be a great time. But yeah, so I just thought I'd throw that out there since we brought up the 29th. That is April 29th from noon till midnight in Gadsden, Alabama. So we'd love to see you down there.
And then Sunday.
80s
and 90s vinyl show.
Yes.
We're gonna
Brought
play
to you by Round Things.
Round Things, yes. We'll play records for 8 hours here on the stage. And
it'll be a hoot.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, I've been digging out some good stuff, too.
Randy, are you going to let your hair down that night? You're going to spike your hair and come in for the 8?
I'm coming back in my mullet.
You already done that.
I'm bringing my mullet back.
You're bringing your mullet back? Well, you better hurry up. But let's get back to our guest, Erica. For such this is a compliment in its own way, and Billy, don't kick my butt later. But for a girl who's tiny and petite, you got a powerful voice. You really belt it out. You hit some really tough notes with ease, and you're smiling when you do it. That's tough to do. Did you sing?
I look constipated when I try to hit him.
Yes, you do. Did you sing in high school or church or anything long before you started your musical theater or?
Yeah, I actually attribute it a lot to musical theater because you have to belt really high notes in kind of a certain way. There's a different style of singing that you have to do for that. And so I really attribute learning how to sing those high notes in your chest voice very powerfully from that stage experience.
Okay.
Because you have to, reach the back of the house.
Yeah.
So
You reminded me, a little different style and delivery, but you reminded me a little bit of Ann Wilson when you were just hitting those notes at ease. Ann Wilson, for those you don't know, the lead singer from Heart of the 70s and 80s fame, you were kind of hitting some of the same notes with ease, and I was always impressed with her voice. She's in my top 5 female singers. Just great voice.
She's going to do a cover of Barracuda next?
Yeah, she can do. Well, she plays guitar like her sister and sings like her. But I mean, again, you're not exactly the same or ripping her off, but you have that same kind of delivery that she does. Just you
I always
use what
think
you
the
got.
70s had the best singers, so.
Jason jumped at the sound of an incoming call and hit me. So we're going to go off the air for a few minutes and bury Jason in the backyard. So now we're getting an incoming call. Is our caller there, or we're waiting for the click?
No, that wasn't a call. That was just me.
We were getting so excited.
April Fools. Yeah.
He just wanted to see me hit you.
Jason just jumps at the... Man, what are you so guilty on? What are you doing? The police will be here in a minute. But, again, I just wanted to compliment you on your voice. It's just a phenomenal voice for someone who just, it's too easy for you. It looks like it's just simple. You hit a note, and then you don't even change pace, and you step it up a notch or two, and that's hard to do. It's hard to do. So keep doing what you're doing because it's a phenomenal gift that you got. Do you work at singing every day? I mean, do you sing absolutely every day?
Yes, I think I do. And I also teach voice lessons. So
well, there you go.
That also helps because I'm always reminded of technique when I'm teaching my students.
Right.
And that is the goal, that you can sing any note and not, sacrifice power or volume. So that's what I try to teach them as well. And so I need to make sure I can do it. so that I can teach them to do it.
So now where do you teach at? Do you do it privately or do you teach at a...
Yeah, I do it out of my home.
Okay. Now, if they want to get a hold of you to learn vocal lessons, they go to your Facebook page and...
Yeah, you can go to ericabryan.com and email me through my website.
Okay.
I'd love to teach you how to sing.
Oh, excellent. Well, hopefully
I need help.
I can help. It's awesome. I love doing that because I love seeing someone who thinks they can't do it and they just need to know a few things and then they can do it. And then their confidence level is just so different.
Oh, yeah.
We should get that bug.
I know, it's driving me crazy. I teach drums at the Family Music Center, and it's the same way. One, it's nice because it keeps you back to basics. You always got those new students, so you got to learn those same old chops you learned when you started. But then you go, honestly, that's what you use 90% of your show is basics and chops. It's like football players. You learn how to block when you're in Pop Warner, and you're doing the same thing, only bigger in the NFL and in college. It's the chops, it's the basic foundation is what we still use when we go out and perform. Mm-hmm. It's the little flourishes, which is nice that you learn as you get older. But I think your husband will think the same way. He goes back to basics. It's basic timing, it's basic feel. So I like teaching. We teach at the Family Music Center, so if you want drum lessons, give us a call. And Manchester at the Family Music Center, we'd love to get you signed up. We teach all kinds of lessons there, 22 different type of instruments. But
I'm teaching cooking lessons. How not to do it.
How not to cook.
Just avoid this and you'll be great.
Yeah, see this? I was going to make this. Too many ingredients. There's more than 3. Forget it. I ain't doing it.
It used to get to the point where the kids would say, "We're so hungry," and then they see I'm cooking, they go, "We're not hungry anymore."
See, Dad, is McDonald's down the road? But, well, good. So how many students do you teach a week?
Well, I have another job. So right now it's only about 5, but sometimes it ranges. Like at one time I had 12, and they come and go for different things.
Right.
And I also teach acting as well. So if they're preparing for an audition, we'll do a few lessons for that.
Well, excellent. Well, you got another song for us? We'd love to hear one if you got one.
Sure. This is the title track of my EP. It's called Jericho. And it's kind of what we were talking about. You kind of have to walk around Nashville for a while till the walls start falling down.
Right.
You built it brick by brick. Around your heart you made it stout and thick. Every rampart to keep the ache at bay. Always on guard for now. For now. Won't invite me in. Inside your halls, let me come right in and risk it all. I'm gonna fight until I see it all fall down, fall down. I'm gonna march round Jericho. I'm gonna shout out loud round Jericho. Till the walls fall down, till the walls fall down, till the walls fall down. You may be tough to reach, but worth the wait. Impossible to breach, but worth the chase. 1,000,000 miles before me, and my fighting boots are lace, are lace. I'm gonna march round Jericho. I'm gonna shout out loud round Jericho. Till the walls fall down, till the walls fall down, till the walls fall down, fall down. Small voice in the world today, drowned out by noise that just won't fade. But a raging storm starts with a 1 drop of rain. Rain. I'm gonna march round Jericho. I'm gonna shout out loud round Jericho. fall down, till the walls 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 fall down.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice. Very nice stuff. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm glad you got tough skin and put up with us twice in a row now.
So tough.
It was a hard show. Somebody had to do it. You know, but a lot of great stuff you got there. I tell you, just keep it up. We can't wait to see you again on the next time. I guess we got you booked down the road again.
June.
I think in July.
Or July.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So,
July.
And Billy will be back probably with you by then, so that'll work out. Be great.
That's right. I keep missing. I'm like, and this is where the drum beat comes in.
Yeah,
And then I'm like,
yeah.
oh, nope, it's just me strumming.
Yeah, it's weird when you're used to a certain person or part of a band and it's not there anymore, or you get someone else subbing in for that guy for the night and he doesn't hit it exactly the way like your husband does it, and just go,
Fired.
yeah, you're gone.
Get out.
They try firing me every week.
Yeah, unfortunately it's his band, but we try to get rid of
I
him.
think that's what my bandmates thought about me.
Yeah.
Only we could get rid of Erica.
Yeah.
It's great.
But again, all you out there get a chance, jump on Facebook, like the Facebook page, go to Erica's page, Erica Bryan, like it, follow where she's at, what she's doing, get her music, go out and see her when she performs. Phenomenal talent. She has a ball on stage doing it. That's one thing I like. When she's playing, again, I wish we had video so you could see her. She's constantly smiling, except for that one song, Devil Number 3. You had a little attitude in that one, and that was good. That was some of that theatrics coming out in you. Till the end where you had that little evil grin, like, yeah.
Until it got scary.
Yeah, so go out and check her out. She's a phenomenal young talent. We're glad she got to be on the show here. Who's the next week, Jason?
Next week's going to be fascinating, as all our shows always are.
Always are.
Tom Campbell, who's been in the business for many, many years and played with just about everybody in the business. So he's got some great stories to share. You hear some great songs. We tried having an interview with him a couple months ago, and the weather was bad, and we kept losing him. And we got it rescheduled. He'll be doing the show for us next week.
Excellent, excellent. So make sure you tune in next week. Again, we want to thank Chris out there at heatfm.com. Thank you for spreading the word. And coming up here shortly, you're going to have Randy with the National Night. Bryan, thank you as always down there in Pulaski, getting this thing out and about and sharing it with everybody. Bryan, we couldn't do it without you. We say it all the time. But if you get a chance, if you're anywhere in the driving area, come on out and check these artists out live at the Last Chance Saloon. It's Highway 55, halfway between Manchester and McMinnville. Not hard to find us. Give us a holler. We got great food, great drinks of all kinds, soft drinks and water even, sweet tea. So come on out and check us out. And again, Erica, we want to thank you for being part of it. Billy, thank you for allowing her to come down here and perform with us. And we'll see you two real soon. Again, Erica, thank you much.
Thank you guys for having me.
I'm Mark the DJ Doctor for that guy over there, which...
The sexy guy in the corner.
No, I'm talking about you. You know, the Hillbilly Heartthrob and Bryan the IT Guru, we want to say thank you and good night.